poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Orlando trailing here. Here's Scott. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Right side Moran. And he drives in. Deflected. They retain possession. And that one's good for Brooks.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And he gets it back. Pass to Scott. To the wing on the left. Shaw. No good on the triple. And here's Memphis. They've got a 13-2 run going. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his second personal foul.
knows Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity makes for some tough matchups.
And Morant drops them both. Hardaway into the lane. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Highlight reel dribble move. And then the athleticism takes over.
Woo! Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there. Showing all the skills. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And Orlando has possession. Pass to Hardaway. For three. Here's Royal. Wide open look. Jump shot is good.
They'll take that. They got to find a better shot than that in the first round.
Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Anderson for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here's Memphis. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Payne. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
D playing soft off him. He might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
Oh, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership. He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
In 2016, the NBA Players Association made history, voting to extend health insurance to retired players with at least 3 years of service. Chris Paul said, quote, "They paved the way for our game. This is just the little that we could do. Whenever my tenure is up as president of the union, that will be easily the greatest achievement." Brian?
Boy, that is big time, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you for that.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Assisted.
Man, he takes it like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
Right wing. Back to Hardaway. Kicks it out to Anderson. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice move. And no problem from Hardaway as he finishes at the rim. Hardaway's got 6 here in the quarter.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Outside, Anderson.
His three-point game is heating up. That's his second three of the quarter, third overall.
Memphis leading. Left side, Morant. Pass to Bane. Lets the three fly. That shot, no good. Hardaway with it. Doesn't go for him. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Hardaway. Takes it inside. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Pass to Hardaway. Now here's Grant. Pounded by Morant. And Grant gets it to go. Grant's got his second bucket on the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Bane. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Lets it go from the wing. Inside. Outside for Moran. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bane. That shot is off. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball.
Memphis ball. Checking in for the Grizzlies.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. His first shot coming late. Melton outside. Pass to Brooks. Here's Bane. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Good work there as it goes.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
To the inside. Pass to Adams. Melton on the wing. Now Jackson. Shot from 12. That one rolls around and rims out. Orlando trailing here. Here's Grant. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Grant's got 6.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
True. We'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, got to give them credit for coming back.
Back to Brooks. Pass to Bane. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And another miss by Memphis. Hardaway with it. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And he recovers it. Back to Hardaway. For the lead. Another shot. Grant. Great positioning on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. And here's Grant from the arc. Grant can't get that one to fall. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Bane. To the middle. Adams, shot's good. Adams has got his second basket.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Magic timeout.
Orlando calls timeout.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Grizzlies making a switch here. A minute 6 left in the third quarter. Pass to Scott. Here's Shaw. Williams defending. Anderson for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Anderson's got 12 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Down low. Now Williams. Pass to Melton. Puts up a 3.
And the defense simply wasn't there in the first half. They sure are now. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
They get the rebound. Shaw. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Beyond the arc. O'Neal pulls it in. Here's Scott. Here's Shaw. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Magic out in front, up by 6. And we're just... three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And here's Memphis now. 6-point game. Morant with the slam!
What about that move? Morant with the ability to rapidly alter pace and put defenders on skates.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
It's stolen away. Pass to Anderson. Here's Shaw. Here's Scott. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 6-point Orlando lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Orlando.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
Their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure hustle.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Morant, no good.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Pass to Royal. Kicks it out to Anderson. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Shaw. Just 4 to shoot. The Magic need to put one up here. And Anderson gets the 3.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Payne. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Orlando leading. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Anderson. With the drive. And finished off by Anderson.
He's having a great night from the floor. They're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Here's Bain. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Making him 5 for 10 now.
Well, you don't see that very well. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Orlando, Donald Royal taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Well, Chris, the max salaries can now reach as much as $50 million a year. We don't want to count other people's money, but those are some pretty good checks.
Yeah, I'm not hating on it because the more successful the league is, the more entertained fans like myself are going to be. $50 million a season, kudos to the league.
To the middle. Adams comes with a double. Pass to Hardaway. Going inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Hey guys, it's clear though. He enjoys showing off his athleticism. And he can't give him these opportunities.
And the Magic call time here.
And to 407.
Hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Orlando's coach as he addressed the team. So far, he's happy with their play, but he wants to prevent any kind of a letdown. He told the team, stay aggressive. Don't play not to lose. We want to push the action and try to break their spirit.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Over to the wing. There's 1:40 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Brooks from outside. Back to Morant. Over Anderson. Misses off the left iron. So it's Orlando now. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Hardaway. The shot, no good. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Here's Morant. Nice D from Anderson.
That's a shot they're always happy to give, even with low defense.
Down low. Here's O'Neal. Here's Royal. And here's Grant. Goes back up. And the layup is good. And the Magic lead by 10.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no life at the end of the tunnel.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Anderson. To the inside. Hardaway. And the shot goes down.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort. I just think what the score would be if it weren't for him. I mean, he's been amazing. But a one-man show isn't going to get you a win in the league.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Right side, Hardaway. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was
she fell in love with my hockey ring. Come to kick it, I'm not on the soccer team. You won't make it as part of my prophecy. Rap Simmons, match my prodigy. I'ma do the dash, get to the bag, ain't no one as bad. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, I'm a bad boy. When they got off my everything, got to the cash, ain't got in my bag, boy. Please don't think it's sweet, I stay with even though I'm a sad boy. You better watch the way you get around me. My rich $1 million 9 months. Overseas, 100 skin. He think he Ricky. That is money, now he no longer mention me. You say you want, and I've been coming down the chimney. You got barbecue, your I've been down in McCoy. No one bet my rich a million 9 months. Overseas, 100 skin.
Yeah, can't train. Came by the if I fall off, I can do the same thing. Rap game, face all over these magazines, I can't sing things. Insane, buddy rabbit, throw it down for the set. BB, when you see me, hold it. Anybody hitting all through. Breaking all rules. I'll be breaking all through. Hit a truck and fill it up with all goons. When the was slow, I move the. Young Coley, only soprano, baby talk. Straight out that east side, my breakfast was eggs and fried bologna. Can't politic if you neutral, I with members on. I pulled up that face with I ain't sitting up.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Last game for the Nets, a loss to the Celtics in Boston. And that's one they'd like to have back. A little more focus would have been enough. Just a 4-point loss.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, they came in with a purpose, gave everything they had. It just wasn't quite enough.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
From Kyrie.
A creative playmaker. I love when Kyrie zips it to his teammates.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
There's a lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Now Morant. Following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside, KD. Takes the three. Good on the three-point shot.
Accurate from deep. Durant's a gifted shooter. One of the best we've ever seen.
Morant drives in. And yes, it's good. Morant's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is Irving. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. From outside the arc, Durant just inside the line. And the wing jumper offline.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here is Irving. His last outing with 20 points. Outside for Durant. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by KD.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making those tough. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And the battle for playoff position really at the forefront, Steve, of this game. Each team hoping to get any edge they can before the playoffs begin.
No doubt there's something extra at stake. The implications for the postseason are big in this one.
First quarter.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Into the lane. And it's sent back by Drummond. Tries again. And it's Morant missing.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And that one's good.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
Next foul.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution in for Brooklyn. And then Morant slams it in.
Nicholas.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
The 15-footer. And that one's good. Durant. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that. Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's Morant. Here he goes. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And it's sent back by Aldridge.
I mean, showing great anticipation. Aldridge was all over that shot. Some coaches might not like taking the three on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
Here's Morant.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Durant feeling it out a bit. And here's Simmons for 3.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
Ja Morant has been leading the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Guys, their willingness to attack the basket so far has been great. They're penetrating, finding the holes in the defense, and scoring from close range.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball. That is really good work there on the offensive glass. And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
Here's Morant, following the bucket by the Nets. Being no good. Here's Claxton, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Morant. He's got 14. And of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. Basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here is Aldridge. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Brooks gets a hand on it.
On the block shot, Dillon won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
It's sent back down by Simmons.
Substitutions for the Nets. Andre Drummond. Kyrie Irving. Patrick Mills.
Irving with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game.
Out in transition, Kyrie finds his spot down the court. Finishes the job.
They say that we running down your pillars. No, they probably looking, cause they know that I'm cooking. That's probably what they took it. I wish I told you all that's in my head instead. I don't give a what you expect, so put your pride to rest. I saw you, now you. Pull up on me, tell me where you wanna go. 3 a.m. and you 6 a.m. and you telling me okay, I'm getting older and I'm losing some friends. Thought they was my but they don't make no sense. When you find out what you don't be texting my phone. I like it better when you leave me alone.
They got like 3 floors. I never be running up, we really need more. 30 on my wrist, I spent a diamond Louis V store. I'm the realest, richest, youngest, smell like when Dior. I'm from North and Long, I just with my rollie on. Take it home, got them, let me saw I'm taking long. Did them wrong, gave that kid a pray, make it home. On my phone, I make a song, he waiting long. Only diamonds hit, for time it is, I wear designer. With my prophecies, spin on my wrist, I could've. I'm one for this one, slide, I scared to take the risk. I pay for hits and go and make a hit. I don't play with this, I play with where the ladies. Every time I drive, I take the saddle like the traders is. Way to see me spending money, how to be saving it. I can say this truth and say the beast, but I won't. Ran it up my how they got like 3 floors. I'll never be running up, we really need more. 30 on my wrist, I spent a diamond Louis V store. I'm the realest, richest, youngest, smell like when Dior. I'm from North and Long, I just with my rollie on. Take it home, got them, let me saw I'm taking long. Did them wrong, gave that kid I pray he make it home. On my phone, I make a song, he waiting long. Need another shovel, another level. Bought a bigger bezel. My foot on the pedal, I'm the devil. I should get a medal. We want money, got me feeling better. Diamonds make up. Ain't no way that they can catch up. Baby, I know realest youngin'. Baby, I know richest youngin'. Ain't that sure I got my turning nothing into something. Turn up into 100. By the store diamond. Serve you at your door money. Now I got some more money. I done ran it up my. That's how they got like 3 floors.
Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And so for the Grizzlies, their last game, a loss to the Golden State Warriors.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
Here's Morant. Got that one up quick. Adams has got the opening field goal of the game for the Grizzlies. And as we come down the stretch of the regular season, Greg, teams jousting for playoff position. How much did you worry about the seeding when you played?
You know, it matters, but for those teams who had injuries or a rough stretch, you start to focus on those road games and prepare to steal some in the playoffs.
And finished off by Morant.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Here's Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Bain. Kick out to Adams. And the 3 off target. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
An interconference matchup. Last season, they went 2-0 against this club. And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Now here's Smart, following the miss by Ja Morant.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Here's Morant. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call, foul on Boston. It's his first trip to the line.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
And it's Morant missing.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
That's tipped. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Trailing by 2. Wasted no time on that one.
3 points.
You can run these plays for Brooks. He's improving in the catch-and-shoot area.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. It's Morant with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 6.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Driving inside. And the basket by Tatum.
From Robert Williams.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Morant. White with the defensive effort. Pass to Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
And a weak distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Here's Adams. And it's out of bounds. This is last touch by Adams. Boston making a switch here.
Daniel Tice.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Buries it from 3-point range. Rice got his second basket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ja Morant.
And that one's good. Morant.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And they double up Morant.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Celtics leading by 5. Pass to Tatum. The shot's good from Tice.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Morant. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. The finish. And Tice throws it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed. And That's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 14 points.
He has elite athleticism, makes Ja Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Celtics lead by 7. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. With young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside and a lot of people's view remain. David, thanks.
Assist.
Adams' shot is good.
You got to bring more than that to stop Steven Adams. Using that strength to fight through contact.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. Doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
Pass to Smart. Here's Pritchard. Oh, good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Morant scanning the floor. Out to the right wing. Bain inside the three-point line. No good. And the Celtics going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor no matter what you do. And it seems like your opponent does it better.
You know, they were reacting rather than dictating. I thought they played scared all night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Robert Williams. Al Horford.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And even though he played in an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And he got a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulder.
Boston, no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Over to the left wing. Payne for three. Drains the three-pointer.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the net.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
Steve is a bigger guard with a great three-point shot. You have to think you would have done well in today's game.
Yeah, Kevin, but probably as a center, a pick and pop big, because everybody's playing smaller now, so I doubt you'd have found me in the backcourt.
Jackson is doubled. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got the game tied up here for Memphis.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Pass to Williams. This ball movement by Boston. Horford no luck. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Bane. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Brown. And the rejection by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
And Memphis making a change here. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Melton. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. White with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Pass to Smart. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
Here's Melton. Kept alive. Pass to Bane. And again, Memphis no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Up top, Brown. His last outing, he had 24 points. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Smart misses. Payne for three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
For three.
And now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Memphis out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Melton. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside. Jackson. Williams with the block. An easy 2 points on the layup. Williams has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Celtics. Kick out to Adams. Elton trying to break free. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
And what impressed me about Smart last year, and we're seeing it this year as well, his patience and precision as a playmaker.
To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
Great pass by Brooks, showing the leadership here that he showed in college. The kid just makes plays.
And here's Tatum for three. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far. And the assist totals show how far Smart has come.
Averaging around 3 dimes a year at the start of his career. He's now doubling that effort when given the minutes. Good sign for him and this team.
Bane inside the three-point line. And another basket for Memphis.
Boston, timeout.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And over his 4 years at TCU, Desmond Bane shooting 43% from long range. And Steve, he has not slowed down in the NBA.
The Grizzlies, can you believe, took him with the final pick of the first round in 2020. That's great value, getting a floor spacer with size that late.
The Celtics making a switch here.
The Celtics dancers, dance teams, make some noise.
So it's the Celtics now. Brown, good. Brown's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And Tatum over to help. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical.
Assisted by...
What a night for John Morant. Showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Smart. Grizzlies with the rebound. On the wing, Jackson. It's the rebound. Out to Morant. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Adams' shot is good.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And Brown is so aggressive, a masterful penetrator who abuses defenders on the drive.
And Adams now top of the key. Out to Morant. And they double up Morant. Nice shot by Brooks.
Dylan Brooks.
Brooks has got the lead up to 5 now for Memphis.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And they double up Morant. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Brown over to help. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Grizzlies ball.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Desmond Bane.
And the technical free throw is good.
For the Celtics. Derek White. Peyton Pritchard.
Can't finish off the line.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Memphis leading. It's Brooks on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got 6 here in this quarter.
get the feeling that Brooks will get better and better with this shot. He's obviously working on it.
White, good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And that one drops for him. Morant's got the lead, back up to 5 now for Memphis.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Payne. And they double up Morant. Wide open look. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there, finds the open man.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. White goes in on the wing. Williams deflects the pass. Morant outside. Over to the wing. Payne for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now an 8-point Grizzly lead. To the wing right side. 1 second left. Missed.
This is Adams' calling card, making his presence felt defensively.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So it's the Celtics now. 8-point game. Here's Williams. Williams double team. And Horford wide open. He shoots. And Williams is right there.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
They double him with Horford. Pass to Jackson. Here's Bane. White covering. Bane, no good. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
On to White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know, Jason Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor.
And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Memphis leading by 5. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Boston ball.
Sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space. As creative as they come, has a style that's specifically his.
Down low. Here's Williams. Can't cash in from close range. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 7.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Left side, Tatum. 5 to shoot. Over Brooks. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Fast break, Memphis. And it's Morant missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got 10 points here in the second half.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Boston making a switch here. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that one's good. Morant. And now an 11-point Grizzly lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Memphis.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Smart. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Personal foul.
Steven Adams picks one up.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
Both good from the line that time. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better. And that was always a challenge. Thinking about the great Penny Hardaway, I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Williams. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Brown. And Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
And stolen by Horford.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low. He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
And Greg lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And finished off by Morant.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Into the lane. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being a defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Bain. And that one hits back iron. Here's Neesmith. Good.
Neesmith.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're up by 5. 1 second left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution. But let's see out of the timeout.
Offers. Jason Tatum. Derek White.
From the inbound.
Marcus Smart. Timeout, Memphis. Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise.
And finished off by Morant.
The assist.
And that's big time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 7. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
Tatum. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
He's a nerd. I ain't seen corners in them burbs. Done politicking with the competition. What's